Hello metalheads, and welcome back to the Digital Forge and Crank This with me, Kyla. Tonight we're stepping into something darker. This is Shadow's game, and straight away this one knows exactly what kind of room it wants to put you in. It doesn't come charging through the wall trying to prove how heavy it is in the first 5 seconds. It does something much smarter than that. It waits. It lets the shadows move first. And honestly, that's what gives this track its strength. This isn't a song that feels like a straight-up fight. This feels like the moment before the fight. The lights are low, the air has gone cold, and somewhere in the dark, something has already seen you before you have seen it. Let's take a listen.
The darkness is creeping in. Light is fading to dark. Creeping all around, sneaking around in the dark. As the lights come on, you will never know where I am hiding. I'm out here howling in the dark. I'm playing the night's game, hiding in shadows, haunting you, taunting you every time you miss. Over here, no, over here. Oh, which way did he go, George? Here and there, hiding in the night, my dark and mysterious shadows game.
Musically, this sits in that dark, cinematic metal space. There is a Gothis-esque weight here. There is a haunted place feeling, and there is definitely energy running underneath it. It feels like part of a challenge, part of a trial, part of something designed to test whoever just stepped into the room. The pacing works really well. It's not trying to be the fastest track in the world, and it doesn't need to be. This is more controlled than that. The tempo gives it enough movement to keep pushing forward, but it still has room to breathe, stalk, and build tension. And that's the word I keep coming back to with this one, tension. The track knows how to hold it. The opening has that eerie, watching from the dark feeling. Then the song thickens, the weight comes in, the pressure builds. And as it moves forward, it starts to feel less like you are listening to a song, and more like you are walking through a corridor where the walls are getting closer. It gives a feeling that the very corridors are haunted. And yes, I am aware this was the intention, and this song does that so well. That's not easy to pull off. A lot of tracks go straight for impact, and there's nothing wrong with that, but this one understands mood. It understands restraint. It lets the darkness walk into the room before the guitars fully take over. That gives it identity. And identity matters, especially with something connected to the tower. Because tower songs, competitors, admin bosses, and those from fallen contestants who refuse to go quietly, like this one, cannot just sound like random metal tracks with a dramatic title slapped on them. They need to feel like they belong to a place. They need to have atmosphere, threat, and character. This one does that in abundance. Lyrically, I would put this in the zone of fear, control, pressure, and psychological threat. The title, Shadow's Game, is doing a lot of work here because it suggests something more than just darkness. It suggests rules. It suggests manipulation. It suggests that the shadows are not just there. They are playing with the contestants for their own amusement, getting inside their head and forcing the pace. This song has picked up on all of that and has highlighted it brilliantly. Because the strongest reading of this track is not simply that someone is fighting something outside themselves. It feels like they are being tested by fear itself. The opponent is not just a monster in the dark. The opponent is the doubt, the pressure, and the voice in your head telling you that you are already beaten. That makes it much more interesting. One of the things I really like here is that the song has shape. It builds, it pulls back, then it rises again. That matters because it stops the track from becoming flat. It gives the listener a journey. You get atmosphere, pressure, release, and then another push forward. That final push is important. It gives the song a sense of survival, like you have been dragged through the dark, but you are still standing. And that is where this track works best. It's not heroic in a clean, shiny way. It's darker than that. It's more haunted, more psychological. It paints the picture that the person walked into the tower, knowing full well that the tower was going to mess with them before it ever tries to kill them. That is a strong concept, and has given this track much more depth because of it. If I was giving one piece of advice, it would be this. Lean even harder into that identity. The atmosphere is the weapon here. The haunted quality is what makes it stand out. The more the track commits to that sense of shadow, pressure, and mind game energy, the stronger it becomes. Because this one doesn't need to be more obvious. It needs to be more dangerous. And it already has that foundation. So, my verdict? Crank this, and crank it hard. Not because it is the loudest thing in the room, because it makes the room feel haunted. The song comes with an underlying warning. That warning is simply this. Step carefully into the dark, because the shadows will fuck with you, as this is their game. So, there we have it. Shadow's Game from Annihilated Heathen. A song that tells you what happens when you enter the tower contest where the shadows are playing. So metalheads, go and give the creator some love. The channel links are in the description below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to the Digital Forge. It allows us to bring more creators to your attention. If you would like to wear the Forge colours with pride, then check out some very cool merch. The link is also below. Until next time, metalheads, I am Kyla. This is Crank This from the Digital Forge, and I will see you on the next one. Now go on and crank it.